你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Xiao Zhan once again achieved great results. Goose Factory as a helper. The new interview reveals the original intention of being an actor. Wedge, don't admit defeat, don't admit your fate, rely on your energies to do a big business. This passage, as the most classic quote from Xiao Zhan's People interview in the early 20th century, sum up his attitude towards life. From an amateur to an actor's psychological changes. People do not know where the gap is without negation. This young man of domestic entertainment, be able to deal with emotions decisively and regard practice as the starting point for action. Do everything with ease, follow the rules, and follow the cause and effect. Time does not wait for unintentional people, time does not bear to passers-by. Each fight for the dream. Devotees who fight for their ideals deserve the blessings of life. It is this perseverance and hard work that has been rewarded in the slightest. Walking on the road bathed in the sun and the spring breeze, the big boy has returned to his youthful years of spirited youth. Acting in a drama is highly regarded, taking on global business, and standing on the shoulders of giants. Regained the love for life, and established deep contacts with close friends and partners. This year's Dream of Dreams has received a lot of response from the first 3 stops, and the 4th stop in Changsha due to the epidemic. The notice of the official website of Yanghua is temporarily cancelled. Theatrical producer Wang Karan recently talked about his fate with Xiao Zhan a year ago, and his closeness a year later. Forward, the world is very friendly and never tolerates everyone on the brink of controversy. Violent personnel who do no evil and foster bad habits. In 2021, Xiao Zhan's value has been greatly brought into play. Overseas fans have made great contributions to Doro Continent and His Royal Highness Wolf, and praised them. 3 Kingdoms hits in a row. Patient number 5 took advantage of the trend and went out of the circle. Xu Qing, Huang Lu and others praised their partners for their seriousness, and 17 endorsements came to the door. The Goose Factory has benefited a lot and made the first pot of gold. In March, amidst a raging noise, Xiao Zhan's VIP spokesperson was announced. At the end of July, he announced the global Wedge spokesperson, directly using Dr. Goose poster, pampered to the extreme. I have a new record. Although just a few days, Xiao Zhan's overseas popularity is rising rapidly, and many tropics dominate the screen, and the popularity of the entire entry is deeply concerned. 1. The child who pursues dreams does not cry out tired. Suffering is a gift, a feeling from the heart. You chased me and climbed up with all your energy. This is the truth for competitors not to bow their heads. The entertainment circle is born with no sympathy for the weak, and the capital must be a group of polite, a king who can afford to put it down, and can stand up even if he stumbles. They are ambitious and want both traffic and profit. Relying on one platform alone, one hot drama can support too many users. Only to recognize the current situation and cultivate long-term affection. The world will not forgive everyone who makes mistakes. There will definitely be endless humiliation when sent to hell from the darkest hour. Xiao Zhan was relieved. The mainstream platform Goose Factory became a helper. The new friend Yanghua enthusiastically joins in, an inadvertent companion, an ally who suddenly became his transformation. During the winter vacation, the results of the Doro Continent broadcast jointly with CCTV are the highest in 2021 so far. In the circles where the wind is harsh and the jealousy is dense, there are still clowns secretly giving Xiao Zhan a problem. Subconsciously, we feel his powerlessness, even as a top streamer, can't control the mouth of some people. Probably it gives a lot of face. Unable to control, a new plan was started. Participants have OnlyFans, CP fans, embarrassing people, cruel things of sugar doctrine. Over time this phenomenon is imitated. Then there was a tearing battle, contradictions within the fan circle breed. If it is looming, from time to time, I can see the weird side. When Xiao Zhan completed the 2-level reversal of word, of, mouth and ushered in hope, he walked in a dream, follow the social rules of the circle and go to the top, singing the once unruled. The well-known spot of light has a clear conscience at this time, and there is a fire in my heart. Want to make new achievements. This year's Spring Festival, he sang the loneliness of a stranger in a deep voice, Speaking of the vitality brought by Beijing, the second hometown, I am full of joy. Yes, sometimes life forces you to be tenacious, be stubborn, you have to accept the status quo. 2. Fight alone, wisely against opponents' attackers. There is no need to pay attention to fairness. First plan and make long-term plans. The sunspots probably didn't expect to be stuck in the mud for a year, unable to move. The body and mind were haggard, and the small top stream with scars all over his body turned over. People are hotter than before, and their appearance is ranked in the Asia-Pacific region. The variety show Wonderful City in Amway's hometown of Chongqing was punched by overseas netizens. When you come to China, you have to travel to the capital of literature and art. On Beijing Satellite TV, as a sports athlete to pioneer the spirit of sports, the Covenant of Winter Dream is a proud qualification. Gold shines wherever it is, and mediocrity no matter where it goes, when it is exposed. My heart is very bitter. It is more difficult than accepting setbacks to accept your own ordinary. Many losers have a common feature: they can't recognize themselves, can't aim at the direction, have problems with the way of doing things, like to delay everything. What the boss asked for was not completed on time. The workplace does not allow a speed difference, let alone intermittent standing in place. Unpredictable people's hearts, things backfired. The circle is so big, there are no surprises. Xiao Zhan has come to this day, it's harder. His breakthrough power can write a literary novel with the taste of years, for future generations to read. However, society is advancing with the times, positive energy idols are favored, and archaeology has never been more normal. Smart as a goose factory, Wedge endorsed, announced Xiao Zhan in interview, exposed the original intention of being an actor. In 3 sentences, I talked about the wishes for the remaining annual rings of this year. Speaking of Yusheng Dr. Gu, Jade Bone Yao Shiying. Different interviews, same exclusive interviews. We understand that overseas platforms are for their own benefit, to take this activity, but from the words and demeanor, not disgusting at all, at least sincere, without selling anxiety. At that time, I reminded the girls who like Xiao Zhan, be rational, clear, thinking fans use their current years and idols to create peak achievements. Do your best to believe that he can change the endgame and withdraw from the dispute. 3. Shahong has something to say. Staying yesterday, living in the present. This society likes to go through the blunders. The unique people are too concentrated. Rarely, there are few winners. Pay attention to details, break through key links. At the end of thinking and trying, Xiao Zhan has achieved loyalty to his faith, and sincerity sees his sincerity. He is pious and broad-minded, the prospects are infinitely good. The most important thing is to learn a word in the swamp road of life, true.